Today on the Savage Board Gaming channel, birds flocking together for a win. So, just another game of Wingspan here. Trying to really keep my skills up on it. I've been tanking in ELO again. So I gotta really sharpen my skills a little bit here. So looking at my starting hand, I have Barn Swallow, which is a definite keep regardless. We have a black-bellied whistling duck, which is another tuck bird. And I have this for my goal, endgame goal. So this tucking endgame goal is pretty good. It's only 15% of the cards, but you get 2 points for every one that you play. So you don't need to reach a threshold like this one where you have to reach at least 4 of them. This one you get them as soon as you 2 points as soon as you play it. So plus only 2 birds to get 4. It's better, right? You also see this up here, which is another one I could possibly get. I do keep the Northern Mockingbird because I like using that bird to double up on tucking birds sometimes. But I don't know if I actually keep it or actually play it or not. I did have a live play, at game night of Wingspan yesterday, where I was able to tuck 24 cards. It was pretty fun. I wish I could show you that one, but like I said, it was live. It wasn't on BGA. So I'm going to draft or get this white-breasted nuthatch. And the reason why I want to do that is I do want something up here to start on the forest. Plus it's another cavity nest, right? So these are 2 cavity nest birds that I want to definitely play. Another tucking bird comes out. So Tiago plays the let me do this here, sorry. I play Carolina Wren, which lets him draw 2 cards. So they took the turkey and then they drew 1 from the deck. So like I said, this is the first goal is cavity nest, eggs in cavity nests. Second one is eggs in stone nest. So that's really what I'm looking for, but this is the big one to score, right? So I don't want to neglect my food row if possible. Okay, blue-gray gnat catcher came out, which is a super good card at the beginning of the game. It says when activated, gain a worm from the supply. So obviously food and cards are way more important at the beginning of the game, so that's why it's such a good card. But I just get my Barn Swallow out. Okay, Tiago's drawing cards. So AV1 takes food. Play the white-breasted nuthatch because I definitely need to get food here. Okay. AV plays Cass and Sparrow. It's a very good card for the grasslands, because you do want to build up your grasslands like in the 3rd and 4th rounds, so you can just like run eggs and get a ton of points basically. So I draw one off the top. I now can tuck. So I tucked the black-bellied whistling duck because I didn't think it was that great of a tuck bird. Having wheat in the wetlands, you know, spending wheat in the wetlands, the tuck 2 cards. I'd rather do that in the aggro with like a Canadian goose or the sandhill crane. But I'm able to swap it for another tucking card, American coot. It's really good. Okay, Tiago plays the sparrow, grasshopper sparrow. It's another one of these birds where you lay an egg on any bird. So these are pretty much the same card. The only difference really is that this one costs a little bit more, and it does qualify for historian. So maybe grab some food, berry. Okay, my turn. So I'm gonna definitely tuck that northern, where'd it go? Shoveler. Really doesn't fit in my plans. I'll be able to get this yellow-rumped warbler, which definitely needs to go up here. So right now I have 1, 2, 3 tuck cards at 6 points if I get them all played. Tiago lays some eggs here. I'm going to start laying eggs too, because, or also I should say, because I need to qualify for this, right? And right now my opponents can't beat me, so I just lay eggs here. A lot of people underestimate these goals, so Tiago plays that blue-gray gnatcatcher I was talking about. So red-eyed Vario, so they can lay 5 also. So I'm still can win unless they keep laying or playing birds. So Tiago's turn. They takes 2 wheat from the bird feeder. Ran eggs. Once again, they can't really beat me in this one, so sorry, I needed to type something. Just have to cut that out. Okay, so Tiago's turn. They just lay 2 more eggs so they can get second place. All right. There's a couple okay birds out here. This one's okay. Still early enough in the game to use it, but I'm probably just going to focus on putting this one. I just need food, so you guys see me run food here. Okay. Tiago's turn. Play Sandhill Crane. Now, they played it in the wetlands, right? I prefer to play it in the grasslands because there's a couple cards that can supply the wheat for that card that can be played into the grassland. So, if you get the Spotted Towhee, if you get the one of the Ravens, I'm playing without those powerful cards, but still. And there's a few birds that let you either take wheat or cash it. So that's why I always try to play those into the middle area here, right? So AV just takes food and then caches wheat on the juniper titmouse here. Okay, so play the yellow rumped warbler. So now I got another tuck bird out. It's in my food column. This one's sometimes harder to play because you're, or tuck if you like run out cards. But since it does cycle good, just make sure you have a card you don't really want. Like I'm not really excited about this belted kingfisher, even though it's a star nest. Tiago takes some food, so they take 2 wheat again. My guess is they're going to feed that Sandhill Crane some wheat. So now I definitely need more food. Take a wheat. I'm going to play American Coot next. So I got a little bit of points in both my forest and my wetland, so taking more food. Got me a fish and a berry here. Maybe I do play that fisher. Belted kingfisher. So, AB plays the Puffin. It's a pretty good card. 8 points. It's a star nest. Gives you, you draw 2 bonus cards, keep 1. Pretty good card. I like to play those cards late in the game, though. I do that for shock and awe. So AB's just drawing cards, looks like. My turn here. Draw more food. Tuck. So yeah, I did get rid of that belted kingfisher because I've got this braid sparrow, Bayard sparrow. So I can just lay eggs on this. I have 5 for this goal here, which is enough to beat, or at least tie everybody, right? Except for Tiago here. But for some reason, I don't think they were focused on this goal for some reason. So we're tied now for number 1 here on this. So AB just takes a few pieces of food there from the bird feeder. So nothing super exciting is happening at the moment, so I'm just preparing myself to make a bunch of big moves next turn by getting some food. Waiting to see also what comes out on the bird tray here next turn also. Okay, so round 2. I come in tied for second. That's fine. I see this here. I'm like, that's great. I want it. So if it's there, I would take it. I don't remember if I think I do get it. Yep. Then the violet green swallow came out. So I wanted both of these cards. So AV just takes some more food. I'm going to draw cards here. I'll spend an egg to draw another card. So now I have 3 more tuck birds. So I'm definitely going to play all 3 of these to the grassland. So bush tit, and then house finch, and then green swallow would probably be the order. So AV plays a card, playing Barrow's Goldeneye. It's another good card. Lets you, when somebody else lays eggs, you can place an egg on a cavity nest. So they have 2 historian birds, so I'm thinking maybe that was their goal. Of course, there's plenty of games where I've just played birds and then realized I had 3 historian birds, so don't know if it means all that much. So once again, I'm trying to get enough food for everything here. AB's playing another bird, Eastern Phoebe, which is good for me if they start using that power, because that'll just start giving me worms, which worms, right? Okay, American Avocet is not the greatest. It's another one of these. If another player gets eggs, I should say, you can lay an egg on a stone nest. So my turn. I'm going to play the bush tit. The reason why we play the bush tit first is that it's the last card we tuck under to get the eggs. We're losing a card, right? Or these ones just recycle cards. This one we lose a card. I'm not really worried about what my opponents are doing at this point. I think I'm going to have a way better middle row than them, so... Green, violet, green, swallow. So I did play them in the wrong order. So my last turn of the third round is to play this house finch, I think. That'll win me this goal here. So this was a weird situation here. We're all tied for first. So you thought somebody would lay another forest bird to win this, but nobody does, I don't think. I'm trying to remember. I don't think anybody did. I think we all tied for first. Okay. So AV played this one turn too late. And they're getting 4, 5, 6. Where I'm getting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 every time I run my egg row. Then I get the red-winged blackbird. I'm like, is it worth even playing it, right? And to me, it's not, so I don't. So the real problem is trying to determine at this point, one, I have enough cards to tuck. So I'm at 4. I only have 3 cards. So what I can do is the first time I run this row, I don't do the bush tit. You're going to see me like score a whole bunch of points here all of a sudden. Okay, laying eggs, right? My opponent gets to lay eggs on stone. AV gets to play on cavity. That's fine. Can tuck a card, which of course I do. Get to tuck a card, which I do. Skip that just for this round. Now I can tuck all 3 of these on all 3 of these birds. So we only got 3 more actions. Now I did calculate out that I have enough spaces for the eggs, right? So it's 12 more. I have 5 here, 2 here, that's 7. Another 4 here is 11, 12, right? I always like to spread out my eggs to make them think I have the oologist goal. So my opponents get to lay an egg each because of me using egg row here. Tuck, tuck, tuck and get an egg, lay an egg, right? Okay. So my opponents are playing more cards, more birds. I'm not sure what goal they had that made this worth it, but you're losing. Get 4, maybe 5 if you spend the food here. You only got 3 points here, so that's actually less points. But if they have a goal that would make up for it, I guess. My opponents are still getting food. Lay more eggs. Give my opponent a few more eggs for their time. Tuck. Okay. That's possibly better than running your aggro, because you have to assume your gold card's going to give you like 3 points maybe if things line up. So that was 6 points. Lose 1 for the egg, so I'd make this a 3 plus 3 more for the gold card. That's way better than their aggro. That's 9 points minus 1, so 8 points. So it's better than 6, right? That's what you really have to think about in this last round is the play I'm making, is it worth more than the points I'm getting for running my eggs, you know? Most of the times it's not. Okay, time to tuck. See, remember I was behind at the beginning of those last 4 turns. Now I'm 10 more than Tiago. Sorry, 14 more than Tiago. And I got 10 points on my end game goal. So yeah, I must have misremembered this. So Tiago did get this here, but it's still not worth doing, you know. I'd rather just run my eggs. So it's 7, 3. So they scored 10 off of their 2. No tuck cards, that's a shame. So I scored my 10 on 1 card. Now I have 15 points in my birds, which is ridiculously low. Scored 88 points. 4 points. 3 points. So remember I said that the one they drew would probably be average around 3. So I think that was them that played it, right? No, it was yeah, it was Tiago that played it. So yeah, I won by 6. Simply because I had way more eggs than everybody, and way more tuck cards. That's what won me the game. So yeah, if any time you can start off with a good end game goal that gives you 2 points per bird, and you have a couple of them in your hand, it's always better than any of those other gold cards, you know? Like Bowl Nest, or, you know, any of the other nest cards, basically. It's maybe not as good as some other ones. Like Oologist is always good. There's the one that gives you 2 points for the number of cards in your smallest habitat. That's always a good one, right? So, but hopefully everybody liked this video. Until next time, keep on gaming. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. You know, leave comments if you have any other suggestions on this game or other games you'd like to see on this channel. There's also a playlist on the left side of the screen that you can click to see other videos I have made. And until next time, keep on playing.